Hi everyone, my name is Joseph and I'm going to be taking you through how to file your returns with KRA. I'm going to be going through filing returns for employed individuals, either teachers or any other professional. Then I'm going to show you also how to file NIL returns for either first-time taxpayers or a recurring taxpayer. Then finally, I'm going to show you how to apply for a tax compliance certificate. Let's dive in. So for starters, let's search for iTax portal on Google. Then you're going to click on the KRA iTax. Then here on this screen, you're going to enter your user PIN ID. It's going to ask for a password. Then you're going to do some arithmetic just to prove that you're not a robot. In most cases, KRA are going to ask you to reset your password as you log in again, as you want to return, to file your returns. So let's do that. See you on the other side. So we are in. So to make your returns for salaried employees, you're just going to go to returns. Then you're going to select ITR for employment income only. Then from here, you're going to click on that. It's going to bring you to this page where you're going to choose your return period. So the return period is the first date of the previous year. So in this case, you're going to go to 1st January 2020. Then it's going to also ask, do you have employment income? So this is a key step. Make sure you select yes. Then you're going to click next. On this section, you're going to get some return information. So as your employer provided you with a car, you're going to choose accordingly. For this case, the answer is no. So I'm going to select no on all sections. You'll notice that the bank details section is still inactive. We're going to see how this part could be easily activated as we move on with the video. So then you're going to click next. Section F, here you'll have the details of employment income. Below here, you're going to see already that KRA already have your gross pay that you are paid for the previous year. So you can always confirm this with your P9, that's your gross pay. So I'll be using two P9s, one from TSC for teachers, and the second one will be for other professionals. So that is going to be your total pay that is going to be highlighted there. If you're a different kind of professional, your total pay is on basic salary or rather on total gross pay, which is highlighted on column D. So once you confirm that, you're just going to click next. Then you're going to see here it shows you the taxable salary and the amount of tax deducted payee and the amount of taxable pay or refundable payee. So you're going to check your payee, confirm it on your P9 form. So you're going to check, just going to double check. You're going to see that it's going to be the same figure. Then if you're using if you're a professional user or a teacher, you're also going to see your payee, total payee. That figure is going to be highlighted there. It's going to be on column L. So after that, you're just going to click next. Then you're going to see details of income tax paid in advance. If you did not pay your tax in advance, you're just going to click next. Then you're going to go to the final section where I'd like you to pay attention, section T on tax computation. Here you're going to fill two fields, defined contribution and personal relief. So this is a pension and the personal relief. So for teachers, your pension values are going to be here, just on this column, written pension. So for this case, you're going to see that it's going to be 0. So that's going to remain 0. Then on the personal relief, for teachers, you're going to see the MPR value, that total there. So which is, in this case, that's the figure. You're going to key in that figure. Let's see how this is going to happen. So once we do that, you're going to see that it balances out here. However, we have a sort of negative 0.45, which I think is negligible because it can be easily converted to 0. For other employees, you're just going to go to your P9 form. Then for the pension figure, you're going to look at column E2, the actual pension at the bottom. That's what you're going to fill in at this section 1.1. Then for the relief, you have a column called personal relief, section K. That's what you're going to fill in on section 2.5. Once you do that, you should have some figures. Some even go up to 1,000. However, that's still okay because it could be easily be zero. I hear that some guys usually get some refunds from KRA. So in this case, for this case, you're going to press submit, and you're going to see that there is an error tab here asking us for a bank name, branch name, city, town, account name, and account number. This is because our figure here was a negative number. So KRA will ask for these details to sort of think of refunding you. It can be a bit annoying because it's too minimal. However, I'm just going to go back to section A and fill in this number. So I have filled in the bank details. So let us now submit and see if we'll get the same error. So there's no error this time. It says, are you sure you want to submit? Then I'm going to say okay. Once you get this, you're going to say return submitted successfully with this number. Then I'm going to download the returns receipt. Just important for your sake, just to prove that you have made your returns. Next, I'm going to show you how to file NIL returns. To file NIL returns, you also need to ensure that you're also logged into the portal. So then you're just going to go to returns. Then you're going to see file NIL return. So you're going to press on that. You're going to select your tax obligation, which is the income tax, resident individual, and are going to click next. After this, you see this is already auto-populated, that it's from 1st January 2020 to 31st January 2020. However, if you are a new taxpayer, which means that you've not yet filed your NIL returns, or you've never not filed again, this is your first time, you may not know this return period. So I'm going to show you a trick that is going to assist you in knowing the date you're going to put here. So let's go back a bit. If you go to the ITR for employment income only, this is a trick you can use. You can just go to that date and go to the previous year and pick a random date. So once you pick a random date, the system is going to tell you the date entered should be at the start date of the year. So for this case, however, if you are filing your returns for the first time, it's going to give you an exact date that you're going to add on the section where you're filing the NIL returns. So let's go back there. For this case, it's pretty straightforward because you're not filing NIL returns for the first time. So residence individual, next, that is already okay. Then submit. Then you're going to have a notification asking you, are you sure you want to file NIL return? Then for this case, because we are very sure, you're going to click on OK. So then you'll see that the return receipt has been generated. So it has been submitted successfully with that number. And as a rule of thumb, you can always download that receipt again just to prove that you have made your return. Next, I'm going to show you how to get your tax compliance certificate, which is actually a key requirement nowadays for jobs. Most jobs will ask you just to go with a tax compliance certificate. To apply for the tax compliance certificate, you're going to go to certificates. Then you're going to click on apply for tax compliance certificate. So you're going to be informed that you're entitled without any workflow, so click on OK. It's going to show you the PIN of the taxpayer, the reason for application. It could be for an application or requirement. Or let's say government application. So then you're going to submit. Then once it's going to tell you to click here to download the tax compliance certificate. So click where? Here. So you're just going to click on that link. That's the link actually. Then you're going to get your tax compliance certificate and you're going to be ready for your interview. Thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you subscribe for more videos and share with your friends. Thank you.